entertainment and today's incredibly unexpected bonus video. So I could have waited to put this out tomorrow, but this is a big deal and I want to get right on it. So this is from CNBC. AT&T has announced $43 billion deal to merge Warner Media with Discovery. And this is not AT&T buying Discovery. This is AT&T getting rid of Warner Media, despite what the headline says. So, key points. Under the agreement, AT&T said it would receive an aggregate amount of $43 billion in a combination of cash, debt, and Warner Media's retention of certain debt. Discovery shareholders would own 29% of the new company. So here's the deal. AT&T is in levels of debt that is basically beyond mortal understanding in terms of really grasping what it means to be nearly $200 billion in debt and not be a government. I don't know how they're still operating. What does that look like? What does $200 billion of debt even look like? Telecom giant AT&T announced on Monday a deal to combine its content unit Warner Media with Discovery, paving the way for one of Hollywood's biggest studios to compete with media giants Netflix and Disney. This is not a healthy thing. Gigantic studios owning most of the entertainment properties in the country or in the world is not a good thing. We need more studios. We need more companies, fewer huge conglomerates. These people can just quash art this way. Under the agreement, AT&T will unwind its $85 billion acquisition. Gosh, think about $85 billion acquisition. And they're undoing it 3 years down the road. To form a new media company with Discovery, the deal would create a new business separate from AT&T. That's the key. That could be valued at as much as $150 billion, including debt. What they're doing, not only are they getting cash, they're offloading a bunch of debt to a new company. This is not good for that company. Here you are, Warner Media and Discovery. You're a new company now. By the way, you owe like $1 zillion in debt. AT&T said it would receive an aggregate amount of $43 billion in a combination of cash, debt, and Warner Media's retention of certain debt. AT&T shareholders would receive stock representing 71% of the new company, while Discovery shareholders would own 29%. So effectively, AT&T is going to own most of this company. But they're not going to own it financially, you see. If approved by regulators, the deal effectively reverses AT&T's years-long plan to combine content and distribution in a vertically integrated company. The company said the deal is expected to close in the middle of 2022. Shares of Discovery were up as much as 9% Monday morning before falling 4% in early afternoon. AT&T's stock price was up less than 1%. AT&T said Discovery President and CEO David Zaslav will lead the new company, which will have a new name announced in coming days. The board would consist of 13 members, 7 initially appointed by AT&T, including the chair, and Discovery would appoint 6, including Zaslav. Super exciting to combine such historic brands, world-class journalism, and iconic franchises under one roof and unlock so much value and opportunity. Zaslav said, adding that AT&T Discovery's assets are better and more valuable together. I'm wondering what this means for a couple of things. I'm wondering what this means for HBO Max. I can't imagine they'll get rid of it, but you never know. And I also am curious what this means for their subscribers, because a lot of people that are subscribers are actually not payers. If you have an account through AT&T for your internet, for example, and you have their highest end internet, you get HBO Max for free. So what happens now? I'm sure we'll find out eventually. I suspect it means you'll have to pay. The other thing is, who owns DC Comics? Warner Media. Which means DC Comics just got sold. Now, they didn't get sold in the sense of being spun off completely, but they just got bought by a company that has no reason to hang on to them. This is not good news if you're a DC Comics fan or if you're working at DC Comics. The new firm's singular mission said is to focus on telling the most amazing stories and have a ton of fun doing it. However, the future of Warner Media's current CEO, Jason Kilar, is uncertain. On a press call Monday morning following the announcement, Stanky said Kilar still holds his title, but it will be up to Zaslav to decide if Kilar still has a job with the new company. He won't. AT&T owns CNN, HBO, and Warner Brothers after it acquired Time Warner, since renamed to Warner Media. Discovery channels include Animal Planet, TLC, and the Discovery Channel. This is a really weird combination. Let's combine Superman and Animal Planet. Superman Planet. Zaslav said on the press call Monday that he believes the combined company will be able to differentiate itself from top streaming services like Disney Plus and Netflix by offering a combination of news and sports on top of its entertainment properties like Game of Thrones. Oh, why you gotta bring up Game of Thrones and Harry Potter and DC? You notice they didn't mention DC? Interesting. Zaslav also expressed confidence in CNN, which some had speculated would be spun off from Warner Media. Zaslav said Monday his new company plans to keep CNN with the intention take everything we have in news and combine it with CNN and be a world leader in news. Yeah, whatever. No one cares. Stanky and Zaslav said the two companies already spend a combined $20 billion per year on content, putting them in the same realm as Netflix, which currently spends about $17 billion on content per year. In an interview Monday on CNBC's Squawk on the Street, Zaslav said he has a goal for his new company to reach up to 400 million streaming subscribers across the world, up from 100 million subscribers the two separate companies have today. Zaslav also said on Squawk on the Street that the deal was possible now after Stanky collected many of Warner Media's various media properties under a single brand instead of selling its content to third parties like it had done before the AT&T acquisition. So I guess what you're seeing is that instead of selling off DC Comics, etc., they managed to pull this deal together. That does not mean DC Comics is safe. Zaslav did not provide concrete details for what the new combined company streaming offering will look like, but did say there will be a lot of flexibility. HBO Max is preparing to launch a cheaper ad-supported version of its service in coming weeks. And Discovery Plus, which launched earlier this year, offers an ad-supported version as well. You know, one of the problems here is if you keep both of these streaming services, you're just doing that thing again, where it's like, well, you got to have 18 million streaming services, and all of a sudden you're paying the same amount you were paying for cable. If you actually keep all these, it's ridiculous. We're going to do it differently, as Zaslav said. We'll have the flexibility here in the U.S. and around the world to determine how we create the ecosystem around this extraordinary IP. We'll see over the next few years as we learn about what consumers want and how they want it. HBO and HBO Max reportedly have around 64 million subscribers worldwide. Discovery said last month it had reached 15 million paying subscribers. By contrast, Netflix has around 208 million. Now see, let's back up. HBO Max does not have global subscribers, so I don't know why they said worldwide. Netflix has around 208 million global subscribers, while Disney Plus recently surpassed 100 million less than 1.5 years after the service was launched. The announcement came after reports over the weekend the companies were in advanced talks to complete the merger. Big deal. We'll see what happens. I think DC Comics is once again up in the air, and I think you're going to see big changes to streaming services that people may or may not like. I'm not sure what to make of it yet. There's a lot going on here, and until we get more information, we just don't know where this is going. So we'll see where it goes, and to quote Jurassic Park, hold on to your butts, because this is going to get interesting. I really would like them to merge everything together into one service. I think having a million streaming services is ridiculous. I'm tired of it. No, other people are tired of it as well. I also think this is a complete disaster for creativity. I think having these super mega conglomerates that own most of entertainment is the absolute worst thing we could have for creativity right now. It's it's going to lead to more formulaic crap, without question. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you next time.